You seen the title, you seen the thumbnail. Yep, that lasagna looking good. And I'm gonna show you guys how to step your lasagna game up. You ready? Get in your kitchen, let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and do a quick rundown of what we have. So right here, we have our lasagna pasta back here. We have our chicken. I've already chopped it up into little bite-sized pieces. We have some shrimp right here. Now guys, if you just want to use chicken, you can just use chicken. If you just want to use shrimp, you can just use shrimp. It's totally up to you. You can also add some sausage if you want to. Right here we have some Monterey Jack cheese, some heavy whipping cream. If you don't have whipping cream, you can use half and half, or you can use milk. But I think the heavy whipping cream is better, it makes it more creamier. Right here, Parmesan cheese, smoked paprika, garlic powder, some fresh chopped parsley, some olive oil, some Old Bay seasoning, Cajun seasoning, some chopped onions, some paprika and cayenne pepper. We have some salt and pepper in this dish, some butter, some fresh chopped garlic. So these are the ingredients. Let's get started. All right, so the first order of the business is to season our shrimp. And we're gonna take a little of that salt and pepper. We're gonna add it here. And we're gonna take some of that cayenne pepper and paprika also. And we're gonna add it here. Reserving the rest of it for our chicken. And we're just gonna move that around. That's what we have. Now I'm just gonna add these back into this dish here so I can do the season the chicken. And we're just gonna sit this aside. It's okay to use the same dish, guys. So now we have our chicken there. We're gonna do the same thing. Add the remainder of the salt and pepper, the rest of the paprika and cayenne pepper, and we're gonna get that moved around too. And I'm gonna leave the measurements and the ingredients in the video description so you guys know what I used. And we're gonna sit this aside, move over to our cooktop, and let's get started. All right, so we're gonna start off by preparing our shrimp, and we're gonna add like 2 teaspoons of olive oil here. And we're gonna bring that up to temperature. And while we're cooking our shrimp, go ahead and throw a pot of water on your stove because you wanna get that to boiling temperature so you can start adding your pasta. Once your olive oil reaches that smoke point, you wanna start adding your shrimp. And guys, before you season your shrimp, add some olive oil to your shrimp and then add your seasoning. I went back and added me some olive oil to it. And we're gonna cook these babies into pink. And we're just gonna flip them over midway through the cooking process. So probably about 2 minutes per side. All right, guys, so we're gonna pause our heat and we're gonna start removing our shrimp and we're gonna add them to this bowl. We're gonna set them aside and we're gonna go in with our chicken pieces next. We're gonna unpause the heat, add a little bit more olive oil. I'm also gonna add a tablespoon of butter. Once that gets up to temperature, we're gonna go in with our chicken pieces. And we're gonna cook this all the way through, guys. We want it at 160 degrees or higher. Make sure you fully cook it, all right? And we're gonna turn it over midway through the process, probably about 3 to 4 minutes per side. We're about 6.5 to 7 minutes in. I'm gonna pause our heat, start removing our chicken pieces. I'm gonna add them to the same dish that our shrimp are in. And don't worry about it. We're gonna add them all back at the same time. And guys, what I want you to do is I want you to take all that goodness at the bottom of that pan like that, and we're gonna add this to the bowl. And the reason I did that is because I want a clean pan when I start making that creamy white sauce for this lasagna. So that's why I just drained all the juices into this bowl with the chicken and shrimp, and it's just all gonna sit there. When we add it back, it's gonna go back into the pan. So don't worry about that. We don't need all these black driplets in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean the pan and we're coming back, all right? So now our water is boiling. So we're gonna start adding our lasagna pasta in here. We're just gonna add it here and we're gonna let that start to cook. This is about 1 pound of lasagna. We're gonna let that cook for 5 minutes and then we're gonna remove it, okay? So let it go, let it get back up to boiling, let it cook for 5 minutes and we're gonna remove it, all right? All right, so we're about 5 minutes in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove our pasta. I'm just gonna add it to this bowl. We're gonna keep that water going because we're gonna add this back in just a minute. All right, so this is what we have. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this cool for just a second, maybe for about 8 to 10 minutes. We're gonna let it cool, and then we're gonna head to our cutting board. All right, so we've let our pasta slightly cool. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna stack it up horizontal like this. You're just going to cut it down the middle, just like this. And this is what you come up with. Just like that. We're gonna add these over to our bowl, and I'm gonna continue with the rest of them. And once we get them done, we're gonna be right back. All right, so we've got all our pasta cut in half. So we're gonna throw it back into our boiling water for an additional 3 to 5 minutes, all right? So while the pasta is finishing up, we're gonna turn on our cooktop. We're gonna add the remainder of our butter, olive oil. We're gonna let that come to melt. We're gonna add our onions. We're gonna get them moved around here in this butter mixture for a couple of minutes. We want those babies to be translucent and soften up a little bit. Yeah, dig. Next, we're gonna add our garlic. And we're gonna cook this in here for about a minute. Make sure you continue to stir it, get it moved around. All right, so we're about a minute in. We're gonna add our heavy whipping cream slowly. Along with about 1/4 of a cup of that pasta water, some Cajun seasoning, our Old Bay seasoning, garlic powder and paprika. And we're gonna continue to get that mixed in like that. And we're gonna add a little butter here, unsalted butter. You're gonna reduce your heat down, get it all mixed together. And once we got it mixed completely, we're gonna add that pasta back into the pan. Guys, we're gonna get this mixed around. We're gonna add our shrimp and chicken. And we're gonna get that mixed around in here too. We're gonna take our Parmesan cheese, add it, along with our Monterey Jack cheese. And we're gonna take 1/2 cup of our parsley. We're gonna add that. And now we're gonna get this baby mixed up. And now that we have it mixed, we're gonna move over to our cutting board for the final presentation. And guys, we're gonna top that off with some additional Cajun seasoning. A little bit more freshly chopped parsley. And there you have it, guys. Cajun shrimp and chicken lasagna. Y'all, let me know what you think about this recipe in the comment section below. Also in the video description, I'm gonna leave the measurements and ingredients. Let's jump over to quality control. All right, it's time for quality control, man. Hey, I got a plate of that Cajun chicken and shrimp lasagna. Man, listen, I can't wait to dig in this baby here, man. Oh, man. Whew. Let's take it, oh. Listen, my lasagna better than yours. Hey, guys, this is delicious. The right amount of seasoning, chicken. Oh man, definitely that Cajun flavor. Let's try the shrimp. Oh, game over. Until then, I'm your cook, Spinelli. This is All Wings Everything. And remember, I'm not a chef. I know y'all don't believe that. I just cook a lot, and I'm out. Peace.